as we said on the previous seminar, now we'll have the presentation by Skillbox team, and your opponents will be our sales and Tinkoff. In the same order, please, Skillbox, you're welcome with your presentation. Share your screen.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
And Anastasia will start our presentation.
So today we are continuing talking about Skillbox and marketing mix. First of all, we would like to talk about product. There are 5 different types of product that we offer to our customers. First one is online courses for professional and personal development. Available courses are programming, marketing, design, management, games, multimedia for business, psychology, and so on. Courses for everyone to be in-demand specialist right now. There are 2 weeks, half a year, where you may get specific knowledge. Average cost for such course is about 50,000 rubles. And 1 year, it is education from the beginning for the profession, and average cost is about 150,000 rubles. Second is corporate business education. Skillbox selects and develops educational programs taking into account the specifics of the niche, goals, and objective of the company. Education of line, middle, and top managers, teams, and individual specialists. So Skillbox analyzes the competencies of employees, provides knowledge and experience from experts to these employees, controls the education, and provides custom online programs, webinars, workshops, or blended programs for required business tasks. Third one, Career Center. Skillbox team select digital specialists for your company for free, adapt training courses for your tasks, and help you develop your HR brand. There are 3 options of how the center works. First, selection of the candidates. You describe the vacancy, Skillbox clarifies the requirements and provides students. Second, case solution. The company formulates the task, students provide solutions, companies choose the best solution. And third one, course adaptation to required business tasks. Skillbox add a collaborative module to the course, implement company's rating system, and platform selects the best candidates. This opportunity is beneficial for both students and companies. It helps students to be employed after their graduation and companies to employ the best students suitable for the vacancy. Fourth is free conferences and webinars. And last one, offline courses. 1 year education from the beginning, offline meetings with specialists. In average, the cost of such course is about 180,000 rubles. And next one, prices.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Could you please come back to the previous slide? Yeah, why there is the same order? First of all, online courses, corporate business education, and etc. This is because the first one was online course, and the second was the corporate business education, according to the time frames or according to the value of 4 companies. And what's the reason of this order, if any reasons are?
I think that there are no reasons. It's just components of our products, our services, which we provide to our customers.
Okay, got it.
That's it. And now let's talk about price. The price is based on the course duration and complexity, number of participants, projects, the same as diplomas, degree of course, qualifications. More basic courses cost less. It's value-based costing. Prices of courses in Skillbox varies in average from 20,000 rubles to 90,000 rubles. So about Skillbox, there are different spheres, different components which you can try in marketing sphere. For example, SMM specialist. The course lasts 6 months. There are 380 online lessons, 5,477 rubles per month. As a UX UI designer. Course lasts 12 months. There are 388 online lessons and about 5,000 rubles per month you pay. And programming, as an example, Python developer, 1 year, 100 home tasks and 5 diploma projects, and approximately 5,000 rubles per month. Talking about Netology and Geekbrains, we are showing you the same courses and the difference between prices comparing with the Skillbox. So overall, Skillbox represents medium prices. In the niche, you may pay once for the course or per each month. There are credit and installment options. And now we would like to talk about place and promotion.
What about place? While doing 4P analysis for Skillbox, we found this company has few distribution channels. Since Skillbox is a company that provides educational services online, they provide their services directly through their own websites. There you can get the service on the site from anywhere in the world. Recently, there was news that Skillbox has invested about 1 billion rubles in offline sales. This distribution channel will be able to bring up to 10% of new customers. With the help of offline points, Skillbox plans to reach new audiences and generally increase people's confidence in the platform. And now we will talk about promotion. Skillbox uses various promotion channels, mostly on the internet. The first distribution channel is advertising on social networks such as Instagram, VK, and YouTube. Skillbox enters into a partnership agreement with bloggers and commercial pages on social networks, and these partners are advertised by the online school. On the graph, you can see an increase in the number of orders with an increase in the number of active partners. The affiliate program can be divided. Their affiliate program can be divided into 4 main categories of participants. The first one is marketers, affiliate marketers, bloggers. For example, CJ Speak, owner and owners of internet sites. The second category is cashback services such as Megaphone, MTS, and others. The third one is large popular sites, for example, Lifehacker. And the fourth one, Skillbox speakers and teachers. This method of promotion is quite effective, and the affiliate program accounts for 25.5% of course sales in relation to other paid marketing tools. Content sites are sites that are also partners and advertise Skillbox. They also account for 25.5% of traffic. Messengers also occupy a significant share in the formation of traffic to the sites. It is about 17.8%. This mainly applies to Telegram. Cashback services such as Megaphone and MTS and others bring 12.8% of orders. Contextual advertising brings about 13.6% of orders. In conclusion, we can conclude that the Skillbox has an effective marketing mix. This company has well developed each of the 4 points in the 4P model, so the company is successful and continues to exist. It's our references. Thank you for your attention.
Good. It looks right better. Thank you very much for this. It's a good idea to compete your company with competitors. Sorry for this words to understand the strength of each part of marketing mix. Thank you all for this information. And now we are waiting for your debates opponents. It will be Aviasales team and Tinkoff. Aviasales, please, you're welcome to be the first one.
Okay, I think I can start. By what principle do Skillbox choose bloggers for cooperation? Is this choice based on bloggers' connection with the target audience? And what is the target audience of Skillbox? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. And Skillbox uses bloggers as one of the promotion channels. It is true. Skillbox selects bloggers who are associated with digital professions and who have already achieved results in this profession. Also, Skillbox cooperate with channels on YouTube, for example, Stop Game or CG Speak. For example, CG Speak, this is a channel where they teach how to draw graphic images, and Skillbox has several courses about graphic design, graphic images. Could you please second part of your question?
I asked, is this choice of bloggers based on bloggers' target audience? And you have answered, I think.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And also, I think I can add, it's important to add that the target audience varies from one social media to another. For example, on Facebook, there are mostly people who are already specialists who have some experiences. On Instagram, mostly it's about young people, people who work in art sphere, designers, photographers, and so on. And for example, in Vkontakte, usually the most part of people, it's students of high school and students of universities. And it depends how to show different information for different social medias. For example, for Instagram, on the Instagram you can find mostly some colorful, bright pictures with some piece of information, and in Vkontakte there are some life hacks. So they try to look at the particular target audience of particular social media. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. It's reasonable.
And our second question is, for what purpose is Skillbox implementing a promo code system? What kind of promotion can promo codes be attributed to advertising or sales campaigns or something like that?
One minute, please. We need to think.
We think that Skillbox uses promotional codes to attract new customers, first of all. When a client, for example, sees that the price of the course has dropped almost 2 times, he perceives this as a very big savings, and it is psychologically easier for him to take this course, especially when he sees that the installments, this course will cost only about 3,000-4,000 rubles per month. So maybe it's the main reason, the main our idea.
Okay, good. The third question. Yeah, I would like just to add that the main reason to use specific codes is, of course, it was before to analyze the channel that really works to understand where your customer has seen this point of the contact. And finally, you will, but now there are a lot of tools to clarify this issue and to solve this marketing problem. So now the main reason is, I understood it, is to communicate as much as possible with your client. And if a client try to remind your code, try to use it, this is the time of attraction that makes finally your client more, that improves the level of the loyalty. Okay, the last question, please.
Thank you for your answer. And our last question is, on what principle are the prices for courses formed? You have three options: cost-based, market-based, and value-based. As far as I remember, we discussed this point at our lecture.
One minute, please.
We decided to check, and we mentioned it in our presentation. We, when we were talking about prices, we told that it is value-based costing.
Okay, thank you for your question.
Could you please explain just in a few words why you decided so?
We think that Skillbox is based on value-based cost because they 1 second, please. Because they set a price and depend on the value that they give their customers. And for example, if their course is 1 second. Last about 2 months or 3, their cost will be less than a course that lasts about 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah, you have the right answer, but wrong ideas. They have the limits of customers for each product. For example, they can't provide seminars for 1 million people by the same sources like for the 10 people. It means that they need to find new lecturers, new professionals to provide the seminars, buy new licenses to provide the online courses, and etc. For example, if Yandex Taxi, there is no difference for Taxi for 1 million customers generally. Of course, they need specific IT infrastructure, in that case, specific relationships to provide big amounts of money, but generally there is no difference. But for Skillbox, the sizes matter, the size of the audiences matter, and of course their cost depends on the value of customers. So you have the right answer, and it's good, but your conclusion was wrong in this in your ideas. Okay, thank you for your question, and now we're going to the last, no, not the last. Now we're going to Tinkoff questions. Please, you're welcome.
Okay, let me start. So, as for promotion part of marketing mix, could you mention some recent sales companions of Skillbox? You have told us a lot about advertising, but I haven't mentioned everything about sales campaigns.
Could you please write? Yes, thank you.
We were a bit confused because of the sales campaigns. For example, I associate this, maybe I'm wrong, with some phone calls, even sending emails or something. If we're talking about promotion, Skillbox works with different bloggers and for constantly. That's why they try to promote. I can name, I think, only this way of promotion. I can't remember other.
Okay, and as for mm, and our next question is about PR. So, in what way does Skillbox PR itself? So, what image are they willing to receive in their customers' eyes?
I think there are different channels of PR of Skillbox. The first one is bloggers and YouTube channels where they allocate their advertisements and people start to know this company or maybe meet this company in the second or third time. I think that Skillbox try to be in eyes of customers as first online school that provide such directions of education such as digital professions and mm, I think that they mm, they want that when dialogue is about education, they want that their school was the first that come to mind to people. And this goal of company, and they try to achieve this goal.
Okay, I see. Thank you. And as for the last question, mm, um, what exact part of marketing mix helps Skillbox to remain a big player on the educational platform market? So, which of them are the most significant ones? I have copied it into chat.
I think that it's hard to name only one, the main P out of four. But maybe one of the most important is product, because it's the main part of our company. And for this product, customers come to our company. And also, it's important to mention promotion, because without it, it's hard to find to attract customers. Even closing eyes on the fact that courses can be the quality of courses are 100%, quality equals price, and so on. Promotion also plays a great role.
Okay, thank you for your answers. That's all for our questions.
Okay, good. But if you're talking about the product as the main competitor advantage, you will understand that it means that nobody else could repeat it again and make it better. But in case of Skillbox, I think it is possible because all the seminars providers, all the scientists or business professionals are able to do the same lectures and seminars by another firms, and they are not employed by the Skillbox. So that the right answer is that the mix, but I can't clarify directions or for P is are the most important. In this case, it is necessary to research this issue deeper, but not the product only. Okay, now we're going to the last presentation. Thank you. I think presentation skills. I would like to say again that it is very important to compete our companies with their partners on this market and to understand the points of growth for each of them. So, and now we're going to the last presentation. Tinkoff team, please, you're welcome. And your opponents will be Spotify and our sales.
Hello everyone, today we will tell about Tinkoff. Tinkoff is one of the most demanded banks in Russia. The main features of the bank is its mobility, it does not have offline branches. In more detail, the features of Tinkoff can be viewed through the prism of the 4PC model. This model includes what consumers want from companies, how their product or service meets or does not meet their need, how their product or service is perceived in the world, their competitiveness, and how they interact with their customers.
Well, as we all know, people do not want to buy any products, they want to satisfy their needs. As an online bank or so-called online supermarket of financial services, Tinkoff doesn't sell any physical products, but it satisfies its clients' needs and solve their problems by providing them with access to new opportunities and different services through its well-developed and expanded ecosystem. In other words, value is being delivered to a client not through a single product but through a service and ecosystem. According to Tinkoff's development strategy, its target audience is extremely wide, and every person and every business is a potential client of Tinkoff. So let's look at this slide. Actually, here we can see an overview of the titles of financial services sections, if I can say so, which are provided by Tinkoff Bank. Each section consists of a long list of products and services, and not only satisfy clients' needs, but also to attract them to the ecosystem and encourage to use other Tinkoff's offers. The next slide, please. Let's see how it works. Here we can see a colorful schema which illustrates that Tinkoff offers an enormous amount of different products which cover almost all spheres of life and business. It means that Tinkoff carefully and steadily analyzes the market and create products which not only solve problems which have already emerged, but create new needs which can be satisfied without its products. As I have already said, Tinkoff's target audience is extremely wide. That is why here we can see products for juniors and at the same time products for investors, merchants, and huge large companies with their more than 120 million turnover. The next slide contains the answer to the question how Tinkoff helps business with its solutions. As you can see, Tinkoff offers financial services as well as technological ones. It allows Tinkoff to increase its own value and significance among other market players and, of course, prevent clients from switching to other services, the services of their competitors, because it is much more convenient to get everything you need at one place than to waste a lot of time searching for solutions and managing the services of different companies.
Okay, so now we'll talk about price. We have analyzed a Tinkoff price setting model and came to a conclusion that it is so-called cost-based one. So Tinkoff has valuable products and services which are extremely demanded by customers. Nevertheless, the cashback is bigger, while maintenance charge is lesser than its competitors' ones. Thus, its price model is neither value-based nor market-based. At the same time, due to the absence of physical offices, company manages to reduce costs of provided services. So it is the cost-based price approach, hands down. Um, as for the place, Tinkoff has chosen an extremely unique but a risky business strategy. This bank works solely on an online base. Any communication with bank managers is via messenger in a special app. Same for the financial operations. On top of that, Tinkoff completely ignores the most part of physical assets, which are usually typical to any bank: office rooms, vaults, and so on. However, bank is providing its customers with available ATMs, which are located in many Russian cities. Summing up, Tinkoff is following the phygital approach, sharing the physical and digital aspects of doing business.
Tinkoff uses all possible ways of online and offline promotion, and I would like to start from the last point in this list, PR. Um, because an emotional attitude to brand is of great importance of success. On the Tinkoff Bank is successfully and rapidly developing thanks to the symbiosis of mathematics, automation, technologies, processes, and also emotions, advertising, and social networks. It works on creating of a strong brand value and brand equity, and pays a lot of attention to creation a brand which evokes emotions in its clients. Traditional promoting and an average promotion via TV. This tool is used to promote general products and services which are relevant to mass audience. Through traditional promotion, Tinkoff creates a great image that allows Tinkoff to stand out of the competition, but do not cause any negative emotions and attitudes towards the ideology of the company. It is extremely important because entrepreneurial independence, speed, and pranks, which is widely used by Tinkoff, helps it to work within young people under 25 years, and at the same time interfere with older people, which who suppose that this bank, due to its values, is too risky and it is not safe to deal with this bank. So traditional promotion uses traditional and appropriate patterns, conventional heroes, and even patriotic ideas. It is based on traditional values and broad needs. So it is used to promote average products which are able to satisfy most common needs. Personalized promotion and targeted advertising is used for more specific purposes, such as promoting products created in a collaboration with this or that brand. S7, for example, World of Tanks, Avon, or something like that. And it is obvious that the most digital and technological bank uses social media for its advertising and sales campaign. Tinkoff promote its products via all possible social medias, from classmates, одноклассники, to TikTok, and its sales campaign are extremely successful. So, due to the combination of all promotional tools, Tinkoff creates a daring, revolutionary, and technological brand which changes the market. In conclusion, we would like to say that Tinkoff is the bank that has no unique marketing mix, but the efficiency is considered in details. The constant growth in number of clients grows. Thank you for your attention, and we are ready to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. This is the last presentation and last debates. Spotify and David Sales, you're welcome. Spotify, please, will be the first one.
Okay, our first question is, according to the statistics, the average age of Tinkoff clients is smaller than in other banks, for example, Sberbank and so on. What are the possible reasons for it, and is it a Tinkoff advantage or disadvantage that their clients are younger people in comparison with competitors' banks?
Okay, I will start, and my colleagues will support my ideas. So, Tinkoff is a digital bank, is a so-called neobank. So its business model basically attracts younger audience than the traditional banks models of Sberbank or VTB. So that's the reason for the younger audience. But I'm not sure is it an advantage or disadvantage, because it just means that this bank has another structure of audience, but the question of profitability of different audience structures should be researched by some data, and now we are not ready to give an exact answer. Maybe my colleagues have something to add.
Oh, thank you. It's enough. Let's move to the second question, because you have a very structured presentation, and if we are looking for the answer, we could find everything inside. Okay, let's move to the second one.
The second question is, as we saw, and as you said, Tinkoff Bank has a very aggressive marketing campaign compared to other large banks such as VTB, Alpha, Sberbank, and so on. It provides credit cards, mobile communication, insurance, and broker services all the time by phoning their clients and so on. In theory, this could cause customer churn because a lot of customers do not love cross-sectional selling and the fact that they are always under Tinkoff's control, and people from Tinkoff want them to buy more and more their products. Why does Tinkoff adhere to such promotion policy? What are the possible solutions for this problem? I mean, for clients who do not really like this style of promotion and could churn in some time.
Okay, give us a minute.
Well, as we have already said, Tinkoff is a daring and revolutionary bank. So maybe due to these characteristics and its ambitious plans of capturing the whole market, their promotional policy is so aggressive. Their aim is to create as much products as possible to become monopolists of the market and to become leaders of this industry. And maybe this aggressive policy and such active attempts to sell its products and services is
Is the reason for such a behavior. I can also add that being a new player and being not the largest player on the market, Tinkoff just can afford itself to do such campaigns. Moreover, such campaigns are negatively understood by old generations, but young people doesn't react such negatively to those things. So that's the reason also.
And furthermore, as Nikolai said, they can afford to act in this way, and they cannot afford not to act in this way because they are new players and they are fighting for the attention for their new clients and for attracting them.
Okay, thank you. And our last question is, Tinkoff offers a huge number of products to its customers. In the short term, this may be a successful solution, but in the long term, all these products must be supported and developed. It is possible also that not all products offered by the bank will be in demand due to competition in the market, for example, mobile communication. What do you think helps Tinkoff not to focus on a few products, but to choose such a broad path of development?
Let us think for a bit.
I can send question in the chat. It will help you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, let me start. So, as we have already mentioned, Tinkoff is a new player on a bank market. So, this company is trying to figure out some new niches for itself, and trying to understand its position on the market. So the wide range of its products is just an attempt to analyze and to feel, let's say so, the market and its customers.
I'm not agree with Nikolai. I suppose that Tinkoff not focuses doesn't focus on a few products and create a wide range of products and services due to digitization and digitalization because every large company tries to create its own platform and ecosystem to attract a lot of customers, and maybe some products are not extremely successful, but they um, they make profit, maybe not so uh, um, big and outstanding, but still, and the wider the range of offers and services is, the more clients and the more potential users it can attract. It's also about cross sales when Tinkoff offers one service or product, and when the bargain is completed, Tinkoff offers more and more services and products which can satisfy clients' needs and to create new needs which can be satisfied with its products. For example, Tinkoff now created Tinkoff Pro subscription, which which gives favorable conditions for usage of different services. So Tinkoff just trying to compete with other market players such as Sberbank and so on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. And the last session of question by our sales team. Your three questions, please. You're welcome, and we will provide any conclusions of our seminars.
Okay, I can start. From my Tinkoff application, I know that except of the usual Tinkoff Black card, you can issue Tinkoff Pro and Tinkoff Premium. I send the conditions of these cards to the chat. Why does the company provide such variations of similar products, splits offers and benefits? For which target audience are these variations? Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your question. Well, Tinkoff is mainly aimed to a young audience, and in this segment, speed and simplicity of transfer are important. But Tinkoff is also trying to capture older people who are more likely to spend a lot of money and whose make money Tinkoff. For this, we are trying to make more very favorable conditions for travel and transfer to other countries. Maybe my partners would like to add something.
So, summing up, Tinkoff thinks that this separation is rational. So they have somehow analyzed their customers and came to a conclusion that this separation needs to take place. Let's say so.
Okay, thank you.
And our second question is, why is it possible to meet Tinkoff investment advertising more often than just advertising the ecosystem as a whole? Why are they more focused on attracting customers to this program?
Could you please type your question in the chat? Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I think I can answer. This is because Tinkoff investments give much more profit than bank services. For example, over the past year, the number of open brokerage accounts in Russia has almost doubled, and the broker takes a commission from each transaction on the exchange. If I don't mistakes, it's 3% in Tinkoff, and that's all.
I think that the right answer is pretty simple because the clear system of investing is the best competitive advantage for the target audience of the Tinkoff Bank. But generally, your idea was the same, but we just could explain it quicker. Okay, so let's move to the last question by the sales team.
May you please specify the Tinkoff's products according to the classification of internal and external ones?
We have thought a lot about this classification, and this question is extremely complicated for us because we, as far as we understand, Tinkoff isn't a platform but a digital company. So we cannot clearly divide its products in external or internal, but we suppose that external product that Tinkoff provides market with an external product because there are fixed
So there are some fixed rules in terms of communicating with customers, in terms of Tinkoff choosing some new partners and so on. So there are some rules, and that can be understood as an external factor, but again, Tinkoff is not actually a platform, and this classification is incorrect.
And furthermore, there are no independent providers which provide services for delivery of products. So if there is a clear possible answer, we are begging for it. I think that's all we have to say.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentations, for your answers. Now I understand that we need to clarify our task for the seminar, and we will use it starting the last lesson. Because the main goal of this presentation and this topic, marketing mix, is to show that marketing is not only promotion. Marketing is the set of many factors, and the most easiest, the best way to understand it without any different conclusions and researches is to show it like a set of 4 factors: place, product, promotion, and price. Promotion is just a part. All your questions were about promotions, but generally in the practice, this is not the most important. The most important is product. Very important is price. And of course, if we're talking about the digital sphere, one of the most important is the place, because place means everything. Now we're going to use more mobile applications. Are, for example, Tinkoff able to be such successful on PC like on your mobile phone as, for example, the application for firms to provide all the support for firms in the payments and documents. Is, for example, sales able to be the content application where you could find all the answers on your question when you are traveling? For example, about the COVID limitations. If you're in another country, where can you find this information in our sales? In our sales, of course, because this is the content application first of all now. So the issue of places is very important, how different platforms could adapt themselves to changing our world, to mobile phones, to smartphones, and when we are not being able to use our PC or now at home. Of course, very important is the issue of the price, because there are a lot of tools to check prices of your competitors in different areas. If we're talking about the e-commerce or retail companies, are something like that available for your platforms? I haven't seen the answer of this question, but generally this is one of the most important of product development. So the product, of course, the product is the most important for each platform. Who is responsible for developing new products? Tinkoff is, first of all, a research and development company with incredible structure when they are able to find talented people to develop their products on the basis on the Tinkoff platform. Sometimes these products are absolutely different. They're not about banking, they're not about the financial, but Tinkoff provides all the opportunities to support their teams. For example, there is an example of chatbot who helps you to find any situation where someone try to find your personal access to your banking and etc. to protect theft. So there are a lot of issues, not only about the promotion. And according to the preparing to the next seminar, I would like to ask you spend more time thinking about those issues, because of course everyone, and I will repeat it again, everyone works with influencers, and there are absolutely clear algorithms of buying influencers, buying ads, using ads, analyzing ads, but this is not the most important. Really, the most important is product in place if we're talking about marketing for the digital platforms and digital companies. So, but generally, I like your presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your debates. Next seminar, we will provide and start with clarifying what is the most important in this topic and how could we explain in our debates. Okay. If you have any question, please ask me. If you don't have, I'm always the link. You could find me in my mail. And that's all. Thank you very much. See you again next week.
Okay, thank you. And so next week we are going to present our STP process presentations, right?
Yes, right. I will find any possible ways with Ivan Dmitrich to provide our last seminar, because we just move our schedule to the adding one additional lesson in the end of our course. But we will provide our program as other groups. So it means that I shall return to you and say when we will have our last seminar, but the schedule is absolutely the same. The next seminar is about STP. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for this lesson. See you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.